Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer-run objective. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged. The risks of higher unemployment and higher inflation appear to have risen, and we believe that the current stance of monetary policy leaves us well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments.
Tariffs open the doors to crony capitalism as the government picks winners and losers. In his words, it's terrifying to watch this play out over the course of weeks. Says whether it's a flat screen TV or a new laptop, your dollar's not going to go as far. This starts unfolding in the next couple of weeks. And then here's what he told Sarah Eisen about the impact of tariffs.
The question will be, if we implement tariffs at the rates that have been proposed, that will certainly be an inflationary shock. Will that shock persist as we undergo deglobalization and move supply chains back towards the United States? That's the real question that none of us know the answer to.
There was a dinner.
Yeah, I heard about this thing.
Okay. Yep. 150 people. I don't know. Maybe
like 4 people raised their hand or something.
You heard about this?
Yeah.
Okay. You heard? Yeah. So
wait, fill in the rest of us. 4 people.
So the rest of the story is, I actually said to the room, I said, how many people here are optimistic about the economy over the next 6 months, right? And it wasn't even 4. I would say 2 people raised their hand. Then we asked the question, 12 months out, maybe, I don't know, 10 people raised their hand. By the way, all these people are famous people you know who are investors. It wasn't until we got to about 24 months or maybe even 3 years out, as I joked at the time, either the end of the Trump administration or the beginning of the 3rd term, that anybody was super optimistic. So when people say that people at this conference are so optimistic, I was like, what are they talking about?
This gets blown up, and if the remedy comes down from the court here saying, Apple and Google, you can't have this partnership anymore, where does that put Apple? It can build its own search engine, find another partner, but no other partner has the money that Google has to just
well,
pay.
They may not let them pay.
And they may not let that happen anyway. And so you heard Eddie Q yesterday say they're looking at a number of AI alternatives that they'll integrate as options into Safari search that he mentioned by name. He mentioned Perplexity and Anthropic as 2 examples that they might eventually incorporate. He also said they're not good enough yet. They're not as good as Google. But he said,
what's the timeline?
He said in 10 years, also in this testimony, we may not be buying iPhones because AI is going to take over so much of this. Maybe we wear glasses and there's all this intelligence built in there.
Just stick it straight into our brain.
Exactly.
Well, look, I mean, if you look at what Sam Altman's doing with Johnny Ive, for example.
Potential device.
They're talking about doing their own device that might not have any software on it, that might just be a straight...
Or it might be like an AirPod, kind of like the movie Her, right? You have a little AirPod, you're talking to your assistant.
Oh, he's obsessed with Her.
You still need a screen. I mean, obviously, if you want to watch a video or something, you need a screen. But for the idea is, for most of it, you have an assistant, and that's what Eddie Q kind of hinted at. And by the way, maybe it's not a screen. Maybe it's glasses like this.
Or with God, maybe it's a Neuralink, and you don't need a screen.
Or that's coming.
Yep.
Yeah. You're all in on Neuralink, I think.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought. We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. We have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto moving up like clockwork, guys. Don't forget we have options tomorrow. And we have Bitcoin almost hitting 100K. Now we have stocks up. Bank of England cuts. China made a rate cut and then also made some other moves to make sure as this supply chain is changing, the economy doesn't take a hit. But we don't see that from the United States. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now moving up. We have the dollar right now up. We have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Stripe unveils a new money management system powered by the US dollar stablecoins. Also launched a new API Payments Foundation model. And AI and these AI agents are going to be embedded in this new financial system. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Remember, crypto means hidden message, hidden meaning. These cryptos are for the machines, not you. Now we have Visa has doubled down on stablecoins with investment in blockchain payments firm BVNK. And we know Visa, MasterCard, American Express, all these big banks and big corporations have been funding crypto from the beginning because these are the new payment rails that are going to make things faster, cheaper, and give the central banks even more power. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Trump-backed USD1 stablecoin surged to 2.2 billion from 130 million since late April. And once we get this stablecoin bill, we know these stablecoins are going to be off to the races. And we know that's not going to be good for fiat. But remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. Crypto is going to take the hit for the downfall of the legacy market. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, guys, of course, we have the Fed. Repo at 154 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. And we have the Fed and Trump playing the Hegelian dialect. And we had Jerome Powell in the House yesterday said the exact same thing we thought he would, stuck to the script. No one didn't press him. Of course, he said the jobs market is great, the economy is great, inflation is coming down, but tariffs will cause more inflation. And we know that is a fact. But since the Fed left these rates unchanged, remember, we are paying close to $1 trillion just to service this debt. And this is a plan that moves in phases. The Fed's job is to help destroy this legacy market. Trump's job is to get us moved over to this fourth industrial revolution, devalue the dollar, and then also cutting this debt. Plus, move the supply chain from the east back to the west. The manufacturing coming back because they want the machines to do the manufacturing. Of course, Trump says he had some big news, and that's the trade deal with the UK. But guys, we know that's just a distraction because China is the behemoth. Walmart gets 60 to 70% of their goods from China. We get things like electronics, medicine from the UK. The UK is not even close to China. We know China was the manufacturing hub, but they also are moving their goods from the US to the emerging markets and plus the mainland. And again, China cut rates and then also made some moves to shore up their economy. We had the UK cut rates, but the UK is still at like a 4.25% interest rate, so they're about the same as America. But Jerome Powell knows he's going to need that ammunition once these tariffs kick in. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because it's going to cause mass layoffs. Remember, they caused the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And that solution is that universal basic income, that free money. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the OCC says national banks can buy and sell crypto assets. And that's all we need to hear. The only thing we're waiting on is this stablecoin regulation. So then therefore, they can take these digital wallets and attach them to the masses' bank accounts, and they'll never know they're using stablecoins. Also, these digital asset payment rails. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs right now are up. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Vivek strive to become a Bitcoin treasury company, merging with asset entities to go public on the NASDAQ. And we see he's following the Michael Saylor's blueprint. Now we have Doodles will launch their token on Solana May 9th. And NFTs and Web3 are definitely about to move fast forward. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Galaxy Digital tap Zodiac Custody to expand staking services in Europe. Also, we have Robinhood plans blockchain platform to allow trading of U.S. assets in Europe. And guys, the digital economy is global, freeing up trillions with blockchain and tokenization. And you can do business investments with anyone around the country without trust, because blockchain is the contract, and that is so powerful. And that's the reason why I created the Stock Premium Patreon account. Because guys, remember, this is a plan that moves in phases, and you also have to have your own plan. And Crypto Teacher's plan moves in phases. All you need is a small group of people to take over the world. We've seen it done right in front of our eyes. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And lastly, we have Coinbase unveils X402, letting AI agents pay for API calls with USDC. And when the internet was created, we know payments were not included, something that you have to embed. Now, guys, with tokenization and AI agents, software now has money, and they can run this economy without a human involved. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Drama Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.